Man, what a hell of a year it's been. Keep on bluffing,
We are situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Now Fields going to throw on the first play. This pass out wide to Hall. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
1 yard gain brings up second and
Here's Fields. There's Hall bringing in another one. So nothing doing there, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. You look at this Buffalo defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Alert, alert, alert.
Throwing to start the drive. Allen into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Allen. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. This defense for the Jets, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dalton Kincaid, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, and that's caught inside the 35. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Allen now looks to throw. And he's going to go down again. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
56.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Taken on the midfield. Now a hit and a loose football. And it looks like the defense has got it.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. He finds Wilson. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
That's good for a Jets.
Goes up, ready?
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The Jets at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Here we go. Good. Hey, Ken. Right.
Fields now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Jets have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. To the air, Allen. And complete, right side to Cook. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Middle. Pass.
Here's Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. To throw, it's Allen. Pass complete there to Nacua. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 23. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. First down, here's the run with Cook. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 10 more there and another first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dalton Kincaid with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bills are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he gets this to Thornton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Here's Fields. Flush to his right. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down.
Here we go. West right, fit. Out, let's go. Sit high.
To throw is Fields. He'll get that one to Taylor complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. From 17 yards out. And the Jets are going to take the lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10.
Alert, alert, alert.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick first down.
Andre Cisco there on the stop.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left it no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Going to be taken in here by Nacua. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. Throwing now is Allen. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now Allen. And this one too low.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Cook will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Tyler Bass now for the point after. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
Ties the game at 21 apiece. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Jets. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Lutz with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And we are hitting the home stretch here toward halftime. And to this point, this has been an exciting offensive explosion for both sides.
I think everyone in the stadium is going to have to regroup a little bit, including the two of us. Yeah, I think we have to get a little oxygen, relax a little bit, and see what we can get going for the second half, the same as these teams, because right now everything's working really well. Can someone come up with something to slow them down?
Yeah, both defenses back on their heels. Allen going to throw. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Allen. That is caught. Kincaid with it. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They'll look to throw here on first down. Forced out to his left. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
Throwing again on second down. Allen. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Middle. What's that?
Looking to throw. Allen. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And that is incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively. Completion, and more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Alert! Hey, tight. Stop. What's that?
They do go for it. Here's Allen. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
Hey, Jared.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
Here we go, son.
Now 2nd and 9.
11. All right.
Back to throw. Fields.
Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there at 22.
Here we go. You got a mini base. Why not? Angel. Go.
A shotgun snap. Fields.
Escaping the pressure right. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Extend. Here we go. Jump slant. Tonight.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Justin Fields
Scoring on the 2-yard keeper.
And the Jets have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Allen now looks to throw. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Rashee Rice, 67 yards.
And the Bills have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Here we go, son.
Now it's Fields.
Flushed out right.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Well, no one wants to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. That is caught. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far. Alert!
Now Allen. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll go down as a gain of 6. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. To the air, Allen. Flush to his right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion.
56. Regular.
One final try here for Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds, a few yards shy of the line to gain. And that's going to be a turnover on downs. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
Angel.
On 1st down, right back to Hall. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays. And they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Got his man. It's Thornton. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Here we go. We're good. Go.
Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it makes it third down and 2 yards to go.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
From the gun on third down, Fields.
Flushed out right.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now fourth down.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Here we go. EQ.
In motion right is Wilson.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time.
So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
To the right side, complete to Taylor.
Down inside the 10.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jets are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. To throw, it's Allen. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
56.
On play action, Allen.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Second and 10.
Here's Allen.
That ball caught. It's Rice.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Here's Allen to throw it. Pass complete there to Nacua. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Allen. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was right for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Will the defense pressure or sit back? Here's 4th and 5.
Now Allen, gotta have this one.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Here we go, 1st and goal. Here's Allen.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Hey, hold. Alert! Gun.
To throw is Allen.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
Bills 36. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Delta. Here we go. Tonight.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
He'll get that one to Taylor complete. And he will have a Jets first down, and that should just about do it. Now Fields.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Mayday. Jump slant. Go.
Back to throw. Fields. That's pulled in by Wilson.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 30. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, Ken. Easy. Tonight.
All eyes on Fields. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Now Fields going to move them around. Trying to take this home. They'll run.
Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Tonight. Hey, never mind. Monday. Tonight.
They snap it to Fields. That is intercepted. And the Bills are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Here's 1st and 10.
Alert!
Allen.
He's going to let it fly.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, you've certainly got to be on your toes defensively when you're facing Josh Allen. He can hit you from any angle. He's got arguably the strongest arm in the business, and he uncorks a deep one here. But that one falls incomplete.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that